Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It is I, your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and as always, your friend, Joe Seavey. Happy Thursday, everybody. And as everybody knows, Thursday is our creative writing class, and it's a creative writing class that we like to call Picture This. Picture This is when I present to you guys a photograph of an image of some sort, whatever it is, thought-provoking, eye-grabbing, attention-grabbing, whatever it is. And we look at that photograph. We basically write a song or poetic ideas, if you want to call them that, based on what we're looking at, the image. And, we've been doing this a long time. And every time that I present these, I hope, when I do these, it sets your imagination and sparks your creativity so that you guys come up with your, really cool ideas based on the photographs that we're looking at. Some people have asked me, why do we do that? Like, what is that for? Like, what is it? Why would you do that? Well, I think it's a great challenge because you're looking at iconic images that have there's no words next to them. It's just images. And, it's like when you look at a movie title, when you do the info button on your cable, you watching a movie and it gives you the little info paragraph. Well, it tells you what the movie's about, right? So this is sort of the same thing for that photograph. You have to write a little paragraph about what that picture is telling you. But instead of being so literal, we're being poetic. We're doing it in a songwriting sense or a poetic sense. And, and it really helps you sharpen your skills as a writer. It also jumpstarts your creativity, which I know I need a lot. I need that a lot. Like, I'm not always creative. None of us are always creative, and sometimes we need resources or things that will, like a crutch not a crutch, but like something that will awaken the creativity in you. Movies do that to me a lot, like I say before. When I was younger, a couple years ago, like when I lived in North Carolina, when I first got to North Carolina, just moving to a new place really set me off, and everything was like an influence. And when I met the people there, they were so different from people from Philly, where I'm from. It was a real eye-opening experience and a learning experience. And everything was an inspiration. But like, I would watch a lot of movies in that time period. And as I'm watching movies, after the movies would be over, the movies would stay with me for such a while that I would say, man, I want to write something, I want to write, something. The movie moved me so much, I wanted to write a song, based on the idea of the film. And I did that quite a few times, and came up with some really interesting things. Like some of the songs were really cool. Like I was purposely trying not to write songs about love and things, just like more, just different topics. Like some movies were horror movies, and I would write things based on things I saw, like Bram Stoker's Dracula. I wrote a few songs based on that film, and some of the songs were quite interesting because they weren't about love, or they weren't, they were about, all different topics. I've written songs about, war and, but movies sparked that creativity in me to want to write those kinds of things. And so over the years, I've really leaned on those things for like a springboard for creativity. So I figured, and we did this in class when we were, physically in class at Performing Arts Studio West. I would look at pictures on the big screen. We have that big television screen in the front room, and Google Images would appear, like a screensaver, and they pop up and would just one after another. Some are like aerial views of Ireland, or, misty rivers with, fog all over the layer of the water, the lake or whatever. Loch Ness, or, something mysterious, or just like a flight of stairs, just like a black and white photograph of a flight of stairs, things like that will just, to me, they just jumpstart my creativity, and I start imagining all kinds of things for the image, and that's why this is such an important exercise, and like I say all the time, there's no wrong way to do this. You do it. This is your universe, this picture, whatever it says to you is the right thing. It doesn't have to, like I say that all the time. It could be a picture of a snowman and you could write about ice cream. It doesn't matter, because whatever that snowman makes you think about in your mind, and that's the right one. That's the right thing. It's the right topic. So, like I said, there's no wrong way to do this. But, because I'm a songwriter and I think in those kind of ways, I'm always trying to write the best chorus I can write. So, and I always, for songwriting, I always go with chorus first. Not always, but like for this class, when I do these things, I'm hopefully writing a good hook, a good chorus, So anyway, I'm going to get to the picture. I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you the photograph. All right, so you saw the image, right? It's cool. It's like a drawing, almost Picasso-ish, Nothing's realistic looking, And it's a girl holding this piece of yarn. It's tied in a knot in the middle, and it's connected to a heart. And, there's a lot. It's very open-ended, and I picked it for that reason, because then it's not so clear-cut. It's kind of, it's open for lots and lots of interpretation. And that's why I picked it. That's, I love the picture because I was going through just a bunch of stuff, images, screensavers, and then that popped up and I thought, that's artistic. It's kind of tells a story in a way, but not too much. It's not pushing you in any certain direction. So I like that, So I'm going to read what I wrote for this photograph. You ready? Okay. So it says, I can't believe you're leaving, but you never said goodbye. My heart is breaking. I don't want to be all alone. You said you've got your reasons, but you never told me why. The hardest part of loving you is letting you go. Now, I don't know. I pictured, because of the string and it's like in a little knot that could easily come apart, it was not very strong. So, I just pictured that the heart represents another person. And I put myself in the place of the heart. So like, in this case, you or the writer who's me right now, I'm the heart. I'm the heart made out of yarn. And and again, I base these things just on ideas and things that have happened to me personally in my life, life imitates art and art imitates life. And we can only go by our own personal experiences as a springboard even for stories as well, because, we always have movies for our imagination to go beyond our pedestrian lives or whatever, Movies are just like big examples of more dramatic versions of real life, But I thought that this was kind of a cool a cool picture. And I hope you like the words. I mean, I like the words that I wrote. And then tomorrow, for the melody writing class, I'm going to write a melody to this. So guys, I want you to write a poem or a chorus or something based on that picture. Don't use my words, but if it's like the story similar, then that's fine. I mean, that's just, if that's what you hear, or if that's what you hear based on what you're looking at, that's cool. But I really want to see what you wrote to this. So either send it to me as a text or as an email, or when we talk on our Zoom classes on Tuesday, we can talk about it. Whenever, just, how to get in touch with me. I'm always here. All right, guys, that is all the time we have for tonight. This is your songwriting partner, your co-producer, and your friend Joe CB signing off. Have a lovely, lovely night, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the melody writing of this. All right, guys, be well. Peace.